I chose nursing as my career because it allows me to help people, but it's also challenging at the same time. Jenny, an ER nurse that I interviewed, said that she had a hard time picking which type of specialty she wanted, but when she finally got into the ER, she knew that it was her home. The specialty I want as a nurse is a trauma nurse. Trauma nurses provide special and careful cares, and they work in the ER. They handle minor cuts, problems, and they assist in surgeries. When I interviewed Jenny, she said that not only physically ill patients come into the ER, but also mental patients as well. Trauma nurse is usually one of the higher paying specialties. They make a median of 66,000 to 96,000 per year. Also, ER nurses get paid bonuses such as hazard pay, pandemic pay, especially now because of COVID, and also signing bonuses that they get when they first get hired. The steps to becoming an ER nurse is usually pretty simple. You first get your BSN, which is the Bachelor of Nursing, then after you pass that, you go on to take your NCLEX. On top of the degree, for an ER nurse specifically, you have to get the Certified Emergency Nurse certification. This finally allows you to practice emergency medicine. Most important qualifications for being an ER nurse is the ability to change pace, good observation skills, the ability to multitask, um, high stamina, and the ability to be calm even in the most stressful situations. An ER nurse I interviewed said that she thinks prioritization is the most important skill. COVID-19 impacted nurses in a very dramatic way. Nurses face a critical shortage of staff, bedding, and medical supplies, as well as essentials such as masks. COVID also made healthcare settings take better precautions with PPEs because of the amount of people that come in. The ER room is a fast paced, high stress environment where a number of patients come in with a variety of issues in order for them to be treated. Nurses always have to be on their toes and constantly have to reprioritize and reassess what they have to do, even though nurses are the most needed profession in the medical field. Oftentimes, newly graduated nursing students have a hard time finding jobs after college. This makes it crucial for them to find opportunities during college. The profession of nursing is expected to grow 12% in the next 8 years. Especially right now because of COVID, nurses are in high demand. Nursing is a very wide field with a lot of room to grow. In each specialty, such as emergency room nursing, there are different levels ranging from clinical nurse 3, and more. Field medics, surgical nurses, EMTs, and police officers are all related to ER nursing because they all deal with high stress situations. Pennsylvania State University is a school I was looking at, and it's located in State College, Pennsylvania, which is 286 miles from Connecticut. Pennsylvania has many traditions and history, such as taking pictures at the Nittany Lion Shrine or attending their famous football games. The state has a total of around 57,000 students attending their schools. They also offer many organizations, such as Thon, a student-run organization which organized a 46-hour straight dance-a-thon. They raised millions of dollars for the Four Diamonds Fund. The state offers a variety of housing options which help to give students the opportunity to make friends and experience what college is really like. In total, housing and meals cost about $12,000 per year. The state recommends a 1200 minimum SAT score and requires a minimum 2.0 GPA in order to get into the university. For non-Pennsylvania residents, a semester at Penn State would cost around $18,000 to $20,000. The program at Penn State that I'm looking into is a 4-year program that allows me to get the Bachelor's of Nursing, which is also known as the BSN. It includes clinical experience at Hershey and crucial medical education. Chemistry and human anatomy are important classes to pay attention in because they're crucial to becoming a nurse. These are the recommended classes provided at Penn State University for each year you attend. Applying to college is important to register early and include everything such as volunteer work, experience, and other things to boost yourself. Western Connecticut State University is another school I'm looking into. They are located in town at 181 White Street. WestCon is the home to Native culture, and it was first founded in 1903 as a teaching college. Then it was renamed to WestCon in 1967. They also have an outstanding nursing program. WestCon is a fairly small school with roughly 5,500 students attending it. Some organizations and facilities I'm excited for are the Western Adventure Club, Student Nursing Association, O'Neill Center, and the House of Performing Arts. Housing at WestCon is not a problem since I live so close. The dorms at WestCon cost around $5,000 through $8,000 for room and board, and they include many housing options. I interviewed Zachary Waterman, a WestCon grad, and he agreed dorming was not worth it. They were nice, but weren't worth the extra $5,000. When applying to the WestCon nursing program, it's important to shoot for the highest GPA in high school, a 3.5 or higher. To have a high SAT score and get a 3 or higher your freshman year in college to raise the chances to get into the nursing program your sophomore year. The degree I'm applying to at WestCon is also a BSN. This nursing program is a rigorous 4-year course, which means I'm going to be spending most of my time studying in the library. This program is not intended for having the stereotypical college experience. Zachary says that if that's what you're looking for, nursing is not for you. WestCon is a rolling admissions university, which means you can apply at any time. First, you have to go through the Common App, complete the questions, finish the personal essay, finish FAFSA, and then send in your transcripts. Zachary went through the nursing program and found that community health was not his favorite class because it wasn't helpful. The school had an 86% NCLEX pass rate, which was very high for such a small school. Labs were Zachary's favorite because the teachers were amazing at clinical, and the classes taught him some very key skills. The 3 internship locations I found were Urgent Care, Duracell Surgical Center, and Western Connecticut Orthopedic Surgical Center. I would love to learn at each location, but I'm leaning towards Orthopedic Surgical Center because I used to love orthopedics. After reviewing each school, I learned that they both had amazing nursing programs and a great college experience. I would love to attend both of these schools. Some steps I would take to prepare for college is to complete my college applications, um, my college essays, my recommendation letters, and think about what classes I'm going to take.